Hello everyone, and greetings and salutations. It is Monday, we're back in the market, and it is going to be probably a pretty interesting week because it could continue to be a bloodshed here. So talking about the DJT Trump media here, the stock, I've been covering it quite a bit, obviously, if you've been here, listen to me yap about it. We're just watching the stock find a resting place, and whether that resting place is going to be $10, $15, $20, $30 here. It's kind of hard to tell right now. And I've given my feeling what I think it's going to do. And you know, if you haven't heard me talk about it before, I'm not trying to make a hit piece video on this whatsoever. I still think there's going to be a massive play in the stock, but I think it's going to come much later in the year, and I think it's going to be a pretty dark summer for the stock compared to where we've been already. That's kind of what I'm trying to say here. So we're watching the stock right now go from, where the merge was almost at $70. Now we're plummeting, almost half that down to 37 here. Well, pretty much half that at this point, 37. And this is kind of where I've been telling people, and this is what I was telling people during the merger, hey, I would be careful buying in here at $50, $60 even these high 40s. It's gonna really take some damage here, and that's what we're seeing. So not only do we have the market right now, the Dow, the S&P, the Nasdaq did okay today, but they're having trouble right now. We're having job reports come out, inflation, all this stuff, and April is so far showing that it's not going to give too much support in the market. So with that, we're seeing a lot of stocks that are already on the fence, like this one, take a little bit of damage here, a lot of damage, and it will probably continue. So with Trump news, there's not a lot of new news here with Trump media. What's going on? It's still kind of the same issues it's been facing with people coming against it, all that. And this isn't a video where I'm trying to talk about Trump media. I'm literally just trying to talk about the stock and what's going on here, and kind of what how the flavor of what's going on right now, where we think it's going to be here. So kind of where I think it's going to go here. I think it's going to continue to take damage, and I don't say that to be mean. I just think it's going to continue to take damage here. I don't think April is going to give any help. I think the stock will probably be down to $30 here very soon. Now, with saying that, I say that because we've lost a lot of the hype train. A lot of the people that were in this month, just 30 days ago, they're gone. People got their money, they're out, and they've headed for new, greener grass on the other side of the hill here, and that's fine. But I think a lot of people will be coming back here, but it will take some time. Now, it's been a month since the stock was touching $30. Right before we had the merger, the stock was kind of plummeting a little bit, and we did hit the high 30s, and now we're back in the high 30s. And today wasn't the worst day. I mean, to me, if this stock survives anywhere in the upper 20s, anywhere in the 30s, especially over the summer, I think that is going to be great. I think that is a very tolerable, survivable, and very, very unrealistic of where the stock should be when it comes to financials. The stock, most stocks that do what this company did, when a company, merges with another company and they come on the NASDAQ, there will always be a big push, big hype, it's easy money, and then a massive sell-off. Well, we're seeing the massive sell-off right now. The question is, are we going to continue to see a mass sell-off, or is this thing going to hold a pulse of, hype around it, which is fine and would be lovely to kind of hold it up going later into the year. But I kind of want to say I think there more than likely will be a massive reboot here. I kind of think that this stock will probably go into the teens. Now, how low will it go into the teens? I don't know, but I think there will be a massive reboot in the stock probably over the summer, and then going later into September, August, September, we'll really start to see it kind of formulate, build back up a little bit here, because it's obvious that it's going to be, from what we know, and the media still is not talking about it, but it's going to be, Biden and Trump running here. So this obviously will run on good Trump news. When Trump names a candidate that people like, or people that like Trump, the stock will move. And when we get closer to the election here, the stock will probably be going a little crazy. It will probably be going just bigger than we've seen it, because we've never seen anything like this. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here with Trump media. There's not a lot of new news. We're just watching the stock sell off right now. We're trying to watch it find a place to land, where it's going to land. I think it's going to be the teens. And, you know, I know people are going to get mad at me saying that. I'm not trying to be mean. That's realistically where I see the stock going. But I say that because I think there's going to be a reboot. There's going to be a reset of where it's going to go. So talking about Rumble, you know, I swear when I make a video about Rumble, like, it is always so diverse with the comments. People are like, really for Rumble, or they like chew me out about Rumble. And I get it. Rumble is risky right now because Rumble is, you know, it has heavy competition, obviously YouTube, but we have to take chances in the market. And I think many people will continue to do that. That's how you get ahead in the market. You have to take chances. I mean, you can put all your money in Amazon and Tesla and all that, and it will slowly grow, but there are those things that you, Lord, I'm gonna put X amount of money in this, and hopefully it should do something, you know, triple X. And Rumble is one of those stocks, one of those companies where they're meeting quarterlies, they are growing, they are, you know, next 5-10 years. That's really what I'm looking at. I am not a short-term person here. I'm looking like 5-10 years down the road here. What is Rumble going to be? What is Rumble going to focus on? And who's going to be attached to Rumble? Rumble is signing new people all the time to where they just are on Rumble. And that's one thing that Rumble really does a little different. They find people that have pretty significant platforms already. They take that person, that brand, and then they launch them on Rumble. And that's how they're getting mass crowds going over to Rumble, because that's where you're seeing their stuff. And, you know, obviously the main thing that a lot of people are wanting is to see a Joe Rogan partnership with Rumble. And that's been talked about in the past. And Joe has talked about this in the past, about him with Rumble, but nothing has physically happened. So I don't think the cards are off the table, but if that were to happen, it would be huge, obviously. So, you know, Rumble is one of those things where I'm taking a chance. We're seeing good quarterlies. By next year, they're saying they should be cash positive, you know, and they are just doubling in their subscription, well, not subscription, but subscribers when it comes to their platform. So these are things you want to see, and it's a growing company, but it's still new compared to where YouTube is at. You know, you can't argue with that. So friends, I'm still in Rumble. It's taking damage, but it doesn't really scare me. I'm here for the long run. If Rumble goes back to $4 to $5, I'm probably going to buy more. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not selling out. I'm not one of these people that just, you know, gets fearful and just like, I'm getting out, I'm done. You know, if it was a company that wasn't meeting quarterlies, wasn't talking, you know, like, you know, where Rumble's at right now with money, where they're at with people on their platform, I would be scared, and I'd probably might sell out, but I'm not. I'm just not doing that. You know, Rumble to me is a better investment than Trump Media. I'm just going to be honest, because Rumble is established. Rumble is so much further ahead right now than where Trump Media is. Trump Media, even, you know, you have the hype around it that is probably going to push it the majority of the year, but then you have the actual physical numbers with the company of Trump Media that are just not there, and that's okay because it's a new company. I'm not even going to go into that. But friends, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Tomorrow I will be back in talking about something. So like I said, I'm not trying to be mean with Trump Media here. I think people get like, I just want to be honest. I don't want to come on here and be like, it's going to the moon, you need to put everything in it, and get people caught in this. And this is why I told people, you know, be prepared for massive sell-off. But I do think it's going to fluctuate quite a bit with news. And it's going to be, I mean, look at it today. Today, just alone, it was at, you know, $41, then the market started, and it plummeted down to 36. Tomorrow, it could be back at 42, and that is a massive push, and, you know, a really good day trade right there. So friends, I will talk to you soon. I wish everyone the best of luck, and hopefully it's a nice market this week. Bye friends.